I was 10 minutes ahead and I lost all 10 minutes to that. Want to set up a race? Honestly, tonight's not a good night for me. I have a terrible headache. I don't think I have the mental capacity to be good at doing a race. And I want to become a better speedrunner before I do something like a race. I don't feel like I'm good enough to do something like that. Sorry, man. It sounds fun. But, I don't know. I just don't feel in tip-top shape. Why am I checking presents here? I guess it was good to check here so I get the rain cloud out of the way. Spring shoes. I really, really don't like spring shoes. Yeah, one day we'll get it taken. We'll maybe do one. Your paramour made you watch the last Hunger Games movie? I've not seen any Hunger Games movies. I'm trying to think of a present I hate more than spring shoes, and the only thing that comes to mind is the randomizer and Earthling. Total bummer's fine. You're gonna try and run it past? Okay. I hope it helps Sky. My stream might be cut short. Possibly. Because my head's pounding pretty good. That's why I'm talking a little quieter, so if I'm quieter, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jukes the Hazard's awesome. It just reminds me of my grandma. Because that was her favorite show. Well, that, Matlock, and Perry Mason, those were her favorite shows. Yeah, there's not many presents here at all. My level 2s are usually pretty crappy. I tend to reset a lot on level 2 because of it. I don't know why I touched that. Alright, let's leave. No. I almost fell down to level 1. All that and I didn't. I'm 1 point shy of freaking... Yeah, give me the doofus. Thank you. You want to see me play Decap Attack on Sega? What's Decap Attack? Do I ever get migraines? I get migraines like twice a week. I have a headache like 3 to 4 days a week, sometimes in a bad week, like 5 to 7. I've gotten headaches and migraines for years because of car accidents and stuff. It mostly started, so that bus wreck I told y'all about earlier that like kept me from playing football, or the doctor said heavily suggested I shouldn't play football because of. Um, the risk to paralysis would be much higher than most people. I also hit my head on the window really bad because where I was sitting was where the car, it was like one of those old steel body cars, and it smashed into the bus right where I was sitting, right under the window. And so I banged my head on the glass really bad, and the bus almost tipped over twice. And I got a really bad concussion. And since then is when I started getting headaches and migraines. And after that, I was a percussionist in marching band. I marched bass, and we did a lot of visuals and stuff. And one of our visuals, we did leanbacks and stuff. And one of the guys, the dude behind me, he was standing too close one of the times we were performing, and he smashed the back of my head with his bass drum. He was playing the 5th bass. I was on 4th bass that year. And then a couple years later, I got hit by a car while I was riding my bike. They hit me right at the knee, and I smashed my head against their hood. So like I've had a lot of head trauma, so I get headaches and migraines and stuff quite often. So yeah. Tomatoes. Oh, wait. I don't want the elevator glitch. Why do I go outside? I love going outside. Yeah, I've been in all kinds of accidents and wrecks and stuff. It's pretty nuts. So I feel really bad whenever people have headaches and migraines because I deal with them like all the time. So it's like that on top of insomnia that I've had forever, on top of this other medical thing, on top of everything else. It's just like, it's really annoying. So I feel bad when people don't sleep, and I feel really bad when people have headaches and all that. So because I understand full well how much it sucks. Sounds like I've been living in modern warfare. Well, I've got a pretty tough body. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, then I had another concussion when I dislocated my shoulder when I was snowboarding. Because I caught an edge. Because I didn't realize I had rotated the board the other way, so I was riding switch. I was going down the hill. And then I ended up flying in the air for a while, and I took out a sign, and I landed with my head. I was wearing a helmet, of course, but still, I had a low-grade concussion on top of that too. But yeah, I get tons of headaches from low level to slightly annoying, but I can still get work done to I just want to yell at the world to whatever, everything in between. You wish this was a migraine, then it'd be 4 hours of crippling screaming pain and not like 12 hours of annoying pain and disorientation. Yeah. I'm sorry, Sky. But let's not talk about everything I've done to get injured, because I could be here all night. Fact of the matter is I've been in a lot of accidents. In a lot of situations that I should have been dead by. But I'm still here. But I get a lot of those pains. So I understand. And it sucks. You're almost paralyzed because of a snowboarding accident. That sucks, man. I'm glad you're not. I guess I should use tomatoes. Oops. Kill her. Man, where do I go? Blame the crazy ice cream trucks. The ice cream trucks in this game, man. Hey, Cup of Noobles, how you doing? Didn't even know this was a speedrun category until today. It wasn't a category until I made it one. And submitted the run. Well, I say me and Hoodie. Hoodie gives me more of the credit than because I came up with the joke first. But we kind of created the idea of it together. So it's a pretty new category. I could be better today. I'm not feeling so great, but it's all good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, though. What's this? Alright. Most SRL's races used to be the first to bro. Why first to bro? That's a interesting spot to stop, I guess. Maybe just because it doesn't take as long. No uncovered map tiles and opening presents gets you point. Anything else? Nope. Nothing else. Not according to me and Hoodie's testing. We tested popping enemies, most of the enemies in the game. And ship pieces don't. Ship pieces are a waste of time to touch, so I avoid them. So it's all about hoping that you can get good RNG for promotion presents, which I have not been getting at all. Yeah, shorter races make sense, because it can be kind of long to race the Funk Lord every time. Ugh. I always get mailbox monsters. Food doesn't give you points either, no. We tested that. This stage is pretty big. I don't really have any good presents. I'm just going to use all these telephones. I know I should save them for later, but whatever. I don't care right now. It's a ship piece. Why do I have all these doubles? What is this? Garbage. So you can do the trick with a total bummer where if you hold B, it'll bring up the present menu and you can use a food or a root beer present to cancel out the effects and not die. But it's not worth it to use that just for 2 points because it takes too much time. It's good to use if you accidentally total bummer though. I don't have any unfalls. I should have known he was going to knock me off. That's my fault. Let's see. So I'm going to go down and to the left and then come back up the middle. Because I need to uncover those tiles. And maybe falling was good for that. So I can get those pieces. Man, there was what, 6 telephones I used? And it still didn't show me the elevator? Come on, game. Okay, so now we're at Peanut. I'm not even gonna mess with that present with him there. Yeah, this is always on Random World. I mean, I guess you can do one for Fixed World to make that a category as well, but I feel like that one would take the fun out of it because you already know what the presents are gonna be, so you can. I mean, I guess it's the same as with Fixed World ship piece. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that one day, just to kind of map it out and see how many. I wonder if the mailboxes always sell the exact same presents on Fixed World, because that can throw some randomness to the mix on that run. That would be the only thing to make that run interesting for me. I'm not too interested in Fixed World with anything. My presents suck, so I don't care if I get a randomizer at this point. I have a lot of doubles and they're not very good. Really? I know I could have got a few more flight seconds out of that. Man, look at all these ship pieces. This would be a good ship piece run. Alright. Let's see. I should kind of keep a note, like a notepad file or something of like what stage I'm on when I hit these ranks in my splits. I'm not really sure. What's... I didn't know I found a promotion present. When did I find a promotion present? So I've now found a second one. Oh my gosh. Ugh. But I don't know what my randomizer is yet. Okay, so I just need to find a bunch of the golden pouch ones. How do I play this? Well, obviously before I decide to do any YOLO strats, I need to use that promotion present. Is the promotion present important? Yes, it's the world. The promotion present is what gets you the world record. That's the only thing that matters. That's the only present that really matters in this run. Is the promotion present. I got another one! Holy crap! I have 2! Okay. So I can't use any more questions. Yeah, I always forget about that strat. Oh, the level I got him on? Nah, probably not, but I'm just curious. I'm curious about a lot of weird things. Yeah, it's going to take me a while to internalize that I can drop presents and open a randomizer and they stick, because I never knew that. We're looking pretty decent, and if those two are... Those are doorways, okay. Promotions just straight up give you the promotion itself and not the points. So the promotions boost you to the points for that level of ranking. So if I use the promotion right now, I'm at 214 points, it'll boost me to 280. So if I really wanted to skip a level, I'd wait until I'd be at 280, because then it'd bring me all the way to 400. And so the point now for me to do is just to try to get to homie as fast as possible. And then just set a new world record. And hopefully I can get that happening before like 45 minutes. Yeah, no, it would suck if it keeps the point values the same, because then it would just make you have to work that much harder for the ranks. I don't think that'd be very fair. So now what's really important for me now is opening presents that I have unlocked, getting really big levels to clear, and finding carrot dudes to identify the randomizer. Or I can just do Putz's strat, but I don't know. Since I've never done it before, I'm really nervous to do it on this run. Inputs, please. This controller. Don't do that. Yeah, it's best to use it on homie. That way I can use the last two and not have to do those higher ranks. So I gotta get 3 more. I get 3 more things, and I also have to not die in the process, because it's easy. It's easy to die on this run. It's easy to get a game over in this run with ToeJam. Okay. It'll change the present graphic. Makes sense. I guess I worry about it. I wonder how they skipped that programming. Just note the last few presents as you just picked it up again, what present it is. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, I guess I just feel nervous. Don't be a mailbox monster. Don't be a mailbox monster. Sell me a promotion. You're a mailbox monster. Dang it. Yeah, it won't change it until you pick it up. It makes sense. I guess I'm just nervous to do it on this run now, because I have to. I found 3 in total, which never happens. Yeah, it's weird. It's interesting that it'll remember what the dropped item is, because it's supposed to randomize everything. That's so weird. I've never seen anyone utilize that strat, so that's pretty crazy. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure how that would escape the game code, but it did, obviously. So that's pretty nuts. Nope, get away. Where we at? Okay. I should go for that watermelon, but whatever. Oh, that's a carrot dude. Okay. Show me the randomizer. Show me the randomizer right now. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, you haven't tried it, Putz? I thought you tried it. Or are you saying you just want me to see? I should try it to see for myself, to confirm. Because I mean, I believe you. If someone tells me something I don't know, I don't dismiss it until I've tested it to dismiss it, to prove it wrong. But yeah, I'll definitely try it on a run that's not this one. Okay, so this is the elevator. Oh, you have tried it? Yeah, so yeah, I believe you. I'm just nervous, I guess. I just really want to get a good time this time. So I don't want to use the telephone present. I need more Icarus wings. I don't think I've identified those though. Is there anything I just use as a throwaway? Not really. I don't have money for that mailbox though. But you know what? It's good to know. In case it does sell them, I can fall back down. Ah! I knew it was a mimic. It's always a freaking mimic. Always a mimic with me. I should have ran around the rest of this level. It's always a mimic. Man, my head hurts. Yeah, Funk Lord percentage wasn't a thing until like maybe just over a month ago. So it's still pretty new. And we get the long elevator. Okay. That used to be my promotion. If I would have jumped off that edge, I would have been kind of sad. Oh, how am I supposed to get over there? Oh, okay. I'm coming, telephone. Hold your horses. Ugh. Okay, I'll take that unfall though. So I do know my Icarus wings. So that's really good. Yeah, I don't speedrun this a whole lot. I tend to mostly just play a lot of JRPGs and stuff. Hoodie got me into this, and so I just kind of pick it up here and there. Because it's fun. This dude. I don't want to die here, so I'm going to use the boombox. Money's good. I might use my telephone here. Show me the elevator. Oh, beautiful. Okay, good. So now I can go this way and go all the way around the long way. Clear up a lot of points. How many points are we at? 272. So we're about to level up. I would love to be in the water for the bro skip. But that might not happen if there's a shark around. And I don't want to do it if there's a tornado chasing me. Because my chance of falling is high. Alright, now if I can find one more promotion present, I'd be really, 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 really happy. Watching anything on Genesis makes you want to play the super old RPGs, JRPGs. Yeah, Phantasy Star. I never beat Phantasy Star, now that I think about it. I don't really care for the telephone. It's not needed. It's a waste of time. Okay, so now I'm a dude. Okay. Oh. No. I have unfall, so it's okay, but still. Ooh. Man. Alright, cool. That doesn't go anywhere, does it? Yeah, I guess. I can go down here. Avoid the bees. I don't know what that present is. Oh, it's a total bummer. I don't want that. There's more bees up there. I don't know what that small present is, and I don't really care. I need more presents to use, though. Excuse me. I don't really have anything I can use. I guess I got spring shoes. I probably should have saved those to be by the elevator so I can jump across the water, though. So it was a bad time to use them. I'll take this. just can't dodge tornadoes with spring shoes very well. Oh, look, it's a Santa Claus. He might have one. Do I take the chance? Or do I just leave? It'd take too much time to swim. I think I just go. Best strategy early on is just to tear into presents and hope for the best. Pretty much. Okay, just go, just go, just go. I don't want to waste the time for Santa. Because I have to wait for the spring shoes to run out. And then I gotta hope a tornado doesn't mess with me. And then I have to sneak up on them. And then pick up the presents. If there wasn't any tornado cheese there, I might have done it. But just having to wait for the spring shoes to run out and the tornado coming to get me might be a problem. This is also a problem. But I have a decoy. I have got to get these shoes off my feet. Thank you. Okay, those are Icarus wings over there. It's nothing else but cheese. Anyone who says otherwise is wrong. It's cheese. I'll take time for this, Santa. Never let anyone tell you it's not cheese. Ah, dang it. Oh yeah, this is level 11. This is like mailbox or stupid mole land or whatever. Okay. So what I should do soon. Where are we at? Okay, I need to fly back down here real quick. When I'm in a spot that's safe, maybe not this level. Yeah, not there, definitely not. Here might be safe. I'll go ahead and drop those. Use this. Oh, school book. Dang it. It's a good thing I pass them up most of the time because they're garbage. Oh, there's another one coming. Alright. So I just want to find the elevator and get out of here. I don't want to deal with these moles. Jeez. Down's probably a trap. Or not. Okay. Come on. Do drop presents remain there if you change floors? You know what? I've never tested that before. I'm not sure. If I can hurry up and set this daggum record already, then I can test it out. I just want to find one more. Just come on, game. Just like right here. Just give me one more promotion present, please. Let me just set the world's best time. I should follow the road, but the present I want is probably not. I thought I could make that. Yeah, if you could stockpile them and drop down later, that'd be good. No get. Alright, sleep well. I hope it works this time, Sky. Take care. Y'all make sure y'all follow Sky. She's super duper awesome. She's like the best thing about Twitch. I don't have a boombox. If somebody wants to like type her Twitch channel in chat, or just click her name and click follow, however you want to do it. But yeah, like I said, I mostly play JRPGs. She plays all kinds of stuff because she doesn't get the motion sickness like I do, and she's totally worth the follow. She's working on some Resident Evil remake speed plays, so if you're interested in that. She'll be out for the weekend, but she's pretty consistent with her streams. A lot more than I can be at times. So please follow her. Give her a watch. This level is huge. Game, why not? Why not? Really? Just one? Just one more? You can't give me one more? Can't be a generous dude? Thank you, Valier. That's a school book. Come on. Stop. Ah, these things. 3 is pretty generous. 3 is not enough. But I don't want to spam my own chat, so. But yeah, definitely follow her, check her out, please. You will not regret it. Alright, how close are we to bro? I just want one more. That's not it. We're at 357 points. Come on, game. You can do this. We can do this together. You and I. We can set, like, a record that RNG is going to make it difficult to beat. Oh, you're talking about promotions. Yeah, it's pretty generous. I'm hoping the game is feeling nice today. Probably not, but... No, 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 no. I forgot I hadn't found rocket skates yet. I think I have a unfall. Okay. That's not so bad then. That's really bad. If I lost both of those promotions... Okay, they're still here. Alright, so confirmed. They stay. Please be a good mailbox. Dang it, it's always a mimic! I always get mimics. Why? Why do I always get mimics? Alright, use the doorway. Wow, thanks doorway. We're gonna try that again. Stupid game. It's always a mimic. What is this? That almost fell off the world. Like, whenever I see a mailbox, it's like 80% chance it's a mimic every time, and that's pretty consistent, and not an exaggeration. I'm gonna take a chance with that for sure. Please, just give it to me. Game, come on. Alright, where are we at on this stage? I'm gonna grab that question mark. Alright, I'm gonna explore a little bit more here. Like, chickens aren't terrible. Now, we'll be at the Boogeyman stage soon. I want to finish this before stage 17. So, I'm gonna grab all these presents just in case I do get the randomizer. That way I have a better chance of finding it. You are the mailbox monster. Jerk. Alright. Let's just go up this way. Yeah, I'll go down. I don't think I have any more unfalls though. So I don't really want to fall again. Wow. The range. Okay, well I guess that's good enough. Let's get out of here, because there's no way I'm getting over there. I don't have any more doorways. That first doorway was so bad. It's so lame when it does that. If they scroll far enough off the screen, they have a chance of reverting back. I've never ever had that happen. I've always had them come alive again. Yeah, I'll use the shoes soon. Like for here. Oh look, there's the elevator. That's good to know. Oh my gosh, alright. Okay, so now we're bro. I don't think I can get the bro skip. Oh, I got it. Okay, alright. Let's do this right now. Together. You, me, game. Game. Oh, why? Might as well use this one too. It tried. I'm not gonna use that doorway because there's no point. Because I know I have to run around in a big loop anyway. How does the bro skip work? You just want to be in the air or in the water whenever it says Poindexter or bro. That way you don't get stuck in the extra life animation, because it saves you some seconds. Dang it, I didn't realize that was going to be a Santa. Okay, so, whoops. Boogie. Leave me alone. I'm gonna save my decoy for level 17 in case I don't make it by then. But I want to try to clear out as much of this stage as possible. We're at 421 points. I gotta get to 540. So I gotta get 130 points, and then we can end the run. I would love to do this sub 50. Game, please. Just why? Why can't you just give me one more? Why you gotta be so dirty? Well, I don't trust the rain cloud because last night was a perfect example of that happening. I tried to get a skip on that, and the rain cloud didn't zap me at all during the extra life animation, and as soon as I came out of the extra life animation, it zapped me 4 times in a row. Like, back to back, literally back to back. It was straight garbage. I don't need that, I know where the elevator is. Oh, come on. Oh, rank cloud and Santa sneaking. Yeah, I don't think that matters. Yeah, so I probably wouldn't have been able to do anything about it anyway. Nope, you have to uncover the tiles yourself. Come on, game. Okay, so we cleared out enough of this stage. What can I open? I can open that. I'm not gonna open that. I can open that. I can open that. I can drop these. Open that. Another buck. Then I can open the rain cloud before I go in the elevator. Okay. I've never held on to 2 promotion presents for so long before. I just want to find one more. I don't even care that I'm almost kinda like halfway there. I still need 100 points, which isn't that bad, honestly. 100 points is not bad at all. Uh-oh, this is bad though. I don't need the carrot man. Oh, do I need the carrot man? Nope. I don't need the carrot man. We got a lot of hula girls here though. Got a lot of money. A lot of money. I don't know what that is. This is probably my randomizer. That's an unfall currently. There's my elevator. And there's a cake. Okay, so this is potential. I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, tomato rain. Alright. How big is this stage? This stage is meaty enough. I have rocket skates to get back across. So I'll look around. I won't use my rocket skates now. Please, 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 please don't do it. Gimme. You know what? You're gonna force it. We're gonna try to force it. I have to take this chance. I mean, it gets me points if nothing else, right? So let's try to force it. Risky strats. Oh, come on. I don't... Oh yeah, I got a root beer. No! Dang it. Ugh. Didn't work. Alright, well, that gave us 474, so we're getting a little closer. What is this? I see you, boogeyman. He's gonna kill us. But I'm gonna use a decoy here. I don't need that. I know where my elevator is. Man, they go through those things so fast. Decent jump point at least. Yeah. Excuse me. It is. What are these? What are all these? These are points. That's what these are. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Okay, so that one might be it. That's not it. That's an Earthling. Oh crap. So at least we didn't die. But we might die here before I can use that unfall. Okay. But now we're gonna die here to the chicken. Oh, they didn't get us. Okay. We're good. Use the thing. Oh my gosh. Use this. Use the food. Okay. We won't get sub 50. That's unfortunate. If dude wouldn't have taken so long, we could have gotten sub 50. But the dude points took forever because we didn't have presents for a long time. Dang. I can at least save like 7 minutes though, which is good. But it's just, this run had so much more potential. Oh, this is bad. I got decoys though, which I'm gonna use here. That thing's gonna pop real quick. Where are we at? Wow, this stage seems huge. I'm gonna use the rocket skates at this point. Oh, we only got 10 tiles for that? Oh man. Alright, let's use these. We gotta hurry. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's Icarus wings. Get to the edge, get to the edge. I don't need the phone. Don't care about the phone at all. Go, 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 go. No, 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 no. Input, stop sticking. Go, 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 go. I don't know what that is. Okay. Where are we? I still don't know where the elevator is. I think it's up in the top right. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Do I just leave? Yeah, I just leave here. I just go. Go, 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 go. There's no point to fly around. There's not enough tiles. Sucks. There's not enough tiles, but... This run could have been so much better. Yeah, I could use Earthling. I'll use it right here. Boombox, Earthling. Then we get a few more points. Oh no. Wait, is homie not at 540? Okay, just use doorway. Take me to somewhere safe. Beautiful. And there it is. Oh, 5340. It's not bad. That could have been a lot better. It could have been so much better. We ended with 3 unfalls. I got so many unfalls. Yeah, if the dude split, if I would have been behind on the dude split, like if I would have been ahead on this dude split, I could have sub 50'd. Dang. And just because I didn't get any presents at all. Race to 999 points. It was still a really good run for sure. But this is why I say it's like you really need some good RNG. Like if I wouldn't have found those 2 promos, I don't know how this run would have gone. So that's awesome. Ew, this is a terrible stage 17. Ew, that's a bad stage for a ship piece run. Too many islands. Oh, that makes me happy. At least I was able to set a better record though. Hoodie's unintentional time for Funk Lord percentage when he was doing a ship piece was 51 minutes, so I want to get sub 50 because of that. But this is a pretty decent time. It could have been so much better though. I'm trying to think about that dude split to think about what I could have done better. This wasn't the run with the 3 randomizers. I didn't get a randomizer at all. I only fell off the world once. So yeah, I think it was just because I ran out of presents to use, really. It's a fun run. I suggest trying it. Definitely go ahead. This time is definitely beatable. And if y'all have better RNG than me, because you also have my RNG is not very good, it's definitely beatable. Easy. Hoodie's already beaten 53 minutes twice. Unintentionally, because they were on runs that weren't Funk Lord specific. He was doing random runs. So it's definitely beatable if you have the right RNG. And there's all kinds of strats. My strats are by far not the ultimate strats. I just started doing anything remotely regarding speedrunning, so this is not my forte at all. So there's definitely time methods and strats that can be utilized to make the runs better. So feel free to beat it all day. Alright, cool. So I'm going to try a couple of Funk Lord percentage runs, see if I can get that 112. It's going to be really rusty because I haven't done those runs in a while. Or hot tub percentage. Would I say Funk Lord percentage? I'm going to do some hot tub runs. So that's cool. So let's save this. Funk Lord percentage recce. I just have to remember to split this tomorrow. And then let's open hot tub percentage. Layout, hot tub. Okay. But yeah, new world record hype. Okay, so just ToeJam, fix world. Yeah, I want to try to get 112. You lurking? Alright, Valier, take care. Thanks, Zadashi. Oh, stupid devil. Yeah, he's got more health, but he's a lot slower. Oh, that was a really slow transition. Then fly this way to 54-ish. Drop down at about now-ish. That was a bad flight. So that's gonna be like a 117. 15. So that's hot tub percentage. Basically, the point is you do fixed world because there's an instant Icarus wings. So your point is to use your hot tubs right when you start the split, jump the land, get to the elevator around 4.5-ish seconds if possible. Whenever you get up to level 2, you run out, you run down along the road, and then you jump to the other side. It's tricky because there's land generation that happens. I'll just kind of show you what I mean. This one won't be for the run. I'll just kind of show you how it works rather than telling you. So you do fixed world, and then so here you use your high tops. You want to jump here. You have to be careful because if you jump too late or whatever, you'll either fall there, or when you jump, you'll land like right here, pixel perfect, and land in the water. So you have to make sure you get your jump done really well. And then you get in here. You want to catch it like right on the left edge to get into the elevator, rather than trying to get into the middle or the right. So that jump's kind of important. The most important part is switching the transition to the wings, because if you're playing on a Genesis controller like me, sometimes the inputs are kind of weird. Otherwise, just yeah. And then you come out here and you want to run. This devil is annoying because he can either not spawn at all, or he can spawn right in front of the elevator door, or he'll spawn somewhere randomly. And basically you want to avoid this land generation because it causes a time waste. And so you'll run here and then you'll jump here. When you jump there, if you jump too soon, you'll cause this land generation to happen. Once you land here, sometimes there can be that pink devil can be on this side, but you have to catch this present, and you have to be careful when you jump off here, because if you're too close to here when you jump off, you'll trigger that land. So you want to like grab the present, but then also kind of like shift to the side a little bit, so that way when you run, you don't trigger that land generation there. I have 3 and 6 button. It doesn't really matter. I'm on a 6 button small one right now because my 3 buttons are old. And so then you land and you want to run here. You want to make sure you don't jump off there. And you have to be careful because sometimes you want to hurry up, hit here, grab your menu. This present will usually be on the right. You move over to here, activate your wings, and then you want to fly over diagonally for about 10 seconds. I don't have the timer going, but this flight path is the hardest part. Like, you got to have it down perfect, and then you fly down here, and you have to time it to start falling before you see the land or just after. So see, that was a bad flight path, so I needed to fly more this way. And you want to land where you're right here, or actually a little bit farther back. That can happen if you're a little too soon, but you want to be like right there when you land. That way you get the maximum amount of time. And then you fall here and you do the booty bounce. And then you hit the timer as soon as you see the water splash. So it's actually a very technical run. It's the most technical run in ToeJam and Earl, in my opinion, just because so much can go wrong. But the run's pretty optimized. I don't think you can get it lower than a 112 something. I know a 112 is possible. I've almost done it, but I don't think you can get lower than that. It's a fun run too. So that was a bad elevator entrance. I got in too late, like half a second too late. But the run is so short, you don't necessarily want to reset unless you just like instantly fall in the water or something like that. Depends on how fast your computer loads the elevator screen. Well, I'm on a Genesis, so it doesn't really matter. But you still want to be there, or either way, you want to be there around 4.5 seconds or so. And so see, that's a reset because I generated the land. But even for Hoodie, it was the same thing. Because he plays on an emulator, and even for him, he still was getting in the elevator for his 113. He was getting in the elevator the same time I was. So it's like you want to be there around 4.5 every time, no matter what. Like you want to start getting in. So like that was fine. It could have been like maybe a tiny bit better. It wasn't perfect, but it was close enough. Blindfold ToeJam and arrow run. This devil is like a big troll. And see, now there's another one there. I didn't scoot over far enough. So you see you have to scoot over a little bit. And I didn't scoot over far enough. But it was good so far. But once you do it enough, you can kind of time for yourself the flight path. Oh, I didn't input, busted. I did the present input too fast, so he just tiptoed instead of opening the menu. Two players, one blindfold. Oh, and the other person telling you where to go and what presents to use. That'd be an interesting run. I'd watch that. Oh man, trying to tell them how to dodge the tornado. So that was a little sloppy. I wanted to fall like a little bit sooner than that. No. Okay, well I'll just do this anyway, but this is gonna be a bad time. So with the presents, since fixed world, the present's the same, but the wrapping will be different. It's better if... Oh, that was perfect landing too! Oh my gosh. Oh. That was a perfect landing. Oh man, if I wouldn't have messed up the present part, the transition, that flight path would have been so good. I could have got a 113. That hurts. So that was almost perfect flight path there. That's how you want to do the flight path. So you just kind of time it as you do it enough. At least that's what I find is easiest for me. Yeah, I was saying, since the wrapping is always different, it's easier if the present gives you the big wrapping, so like the big Dalmatian dotted looking present, or the big fat purple one, or the big orange and yellow one. It's easier because then you just kind of jump far enough to where you just tag the edge of the present on the left side, and then you don't have to shift yourself over. And that's what happens whenever you jump too low. If you know the right angle, couldn't you ignore the 45-degree down, then straight down by going around like 70-degree? You can't really do 70-degree in this game though. You can only just go like, you know, left, down, or diagonal. And it's faster to go diagonal, in my opinion. But I guess theoretically, yeah, that would be better, but I don't know. I would have to see somebody do it. I don't see that being very feasible. I feel like it's just better because you're already facing kind of diagonal anyway. So I feel like it's just easier to start flying that way and then just fly straight down. But you never know. I might have the record, but you know. So this present, I wasn't far over enough. Oh, I got it. I'm still a little slow though. I don't know why. Okay, so that was a bad start to the flight. That's also a tricky part too. I just know when to is being able to have the flight start pretty instantly. I didn't see when I started falling last time. just barely. Dang it. There was so much that went wrong there. I could have got a new record there. So close. I'm satisfied with a 112 of any status. Because that's pretty much the only thing I'm going to beat my record with now. Because, like, getting like a 113.23 when my record's a 113.31 seems pretty tricky. It's just like all or nothing at this point. But as you can see right there, it's easier with the big boxes. If you get the big box, you can get a 113 pretty easy. As long as you don't just mess up on the transition to the wings, which is like the second hardest part. Then I think it's fine. I think you'll be okay. Oops. So that's not good. $112.99. I take it. Oops. Oh gosh. I don't even know what I did that run. I just messed it all up. But yeah, that's hot tub percentage. As it's one of those runs that just kind of like, if you're really competitive, then you're just like, oh, I can't take that sitting down. I need to do it again. I've had a couple of days where it's like, alright, I'm just going to do a couple runs and be done. And then I'm doing it for like 2 hours. Because it's like, I know I can get it down. So it can easily suck you in if you're not careful. But the run's pretty optimized soon. So pretty soon it'd just be a run that you do for fun. I don't know who will optimize it. I got out of that elevator really slow because I was thinking. Yeah. Wow, man. My controller. I just need to get a better controller. It's hard to do it with this controller. I've had quite a few 112s ruined because of this controller, but that's alright. We'll get there. Wonder how much slower it would be with Earl. With Earl, it'd probably be like a 115. You could probably get. I think. You maybe probably get a 114. 113 would be really tough, I think. That'd probably be, I don't know, 114 would be pretty optimized for Earl, in my guesstimation. Because he runs slower with the high tops too, so it's not like he gains the speed back. You out of here, Loveless? Alright, take care. Yeah, everything with Earl is slower. I don't know about Icarus Wings, but his high top speed is slower than ToeJam's. I wish it was the same. I'd definitely be setting this record with him instead. I love playing with Earl. It's just hard to do speed runs with him. Alright, the devil's not being a troll this time. That's bad. I had to do the extra pump, but it just made it bad. That was gonna be a good one. That would have been another 113. Wow, maybe it wouldn't have. It would have been 114. That was just bad all the way around. I thought it was better than that. Oh well. I wish my reset button on here worked, so I wouldn't have to turn this take off and on every time. But it's okay. Hey Sibley, how you doing? You missed the Funk Lord run. 53 something. So I'll be submitting that sometime this weekend. Yeah, I'll be done soon. My head's pounding. And I set a record with funk lore percentage, so. Or I set a new record / beat my PB. By about 5 minutes, so. Ugh. I mean, I've gotten a time I could have ended on, but I want to get the 112, so I say I'm going to end soon. We'll see. You know, 4 hours later, I might still be here. But the goal is to finish soon. My head is hurting really bad. And I need my headache gone so I can work out in the morning. And I got papers to write, so going for the dream, exactly. Going for the dream. Oh no. Am I streaming tomorrow? I should be here, yeah. I want to try to get into Enter the Gungeon tomorrow. Which was the plan for tonight, but a headache changed that. Which I guess worked out. See you later, Zarashi. Thank you for kicking it. Thank you. Whoops. That was a bad jump. Whatever. Whatever. Let's go. Man. My flapping is kind of off rhythm. I need to find a better rhythm for my flaps, I think. I need to find a better rhythm for my flaps. If my flap rhythm was better, then I can make that landing better. If you jump further off the ledge, do you go farther when you fall? No, you always fall right in the middle on stage 0 every single time. So you want to be as close as possible to the ledge. How does it have you time how long it takes to fall from one map to the other? Well, you typically want to fall around 33 seconds. Seems like it takes about 6 or 7 seconds to do the fall thing. I haven't timed how long it takes for that specific part. I mostly just kind of keep a mental note of around what time, what actions should be happening. So like I should be entering here around 4.5 seconds. Like I should start the walk in the elevator animation around 4.5 seconds. I should be falling off level 2 around 33 seconds. And then you want to be falling off of level 1 at around a minute and 3 minutes and 2 seconds. This stupid devil, such a troll. Well, that's cool, Putz. Yeah, it's easy to have the hot tub entry mess you up. You should just go take all of me and Hoodie's records and just be the undisputed ToeJam and Earl dude. Sounds like you got a lot of practice and skill with this that we don't have. That'd be cool to see. Just run the board with all the records. Oh, I generated the land. That's fine. I don't like that circle present anyway. I'm getting bad devil spawn RNG. Oh, he's not there this time. That's good. So I fell a little late there. I wanted to be fallen already. It's like half a second late. I pumped too much. Pumped too much. I messed it up. I messed it up. You found a better system, you can hit sub 10? What? What do you mean? I don't know if sub 110 is possible though. It seems really tough. Unless there's definitely like a completely new strat that you just found. Like the way me and Hoodie doing it, we can't get a sub 112. I don't think we can get sub 112 with how we're doing it. So I'd be interested in hearing what strats you figured out. Well, if you stream it, I can't see it. Like, just let me know what you did. Like, you figured it out just now, or are you saying if you found a better system you could? Are you saying you've already done it, or are you saying you think there is a better way? I thought you were saying that you just did it already, that you just found a new strat. If you're saying you can find a new strat, okay, that makes sense. Dang it, so close. And you know what's messed me up? The road. I wasn't on the road very well because I was talking. What is the strat? What are you doing that saves 2 seconds? Or basically 3 seconds. Use all your items at once. I don't know. I don't think that really makes more difference, EA Cryptic. I think it takes more time. Yeah, it auto closes the menu, so you just have to do it too much and it would take too much time. Are you doing the jump differently, or did you find a better flight path? Because yeah, this route is definitely far from perfect. That's why I'm curious what you found to optimize it already. That's why I say you should go take all the records. Like, it sounds like you've got a ton of experience and knowledge in the game, so you should just go run the table with all the records, because you've got a lot of tricks under your hat. Try flying down then diagonal. I don't think that would make a difference. You still end up in the same spot, but maybe. Oh, dang it. I was too far over. Might be a shorter fall from flying. Well, the fall will be the same anyway. Because the thing is, well, if you fly down then diagonal, yeah, no, it's gonna be the same either way. You're gonna end up in the same spot. You can drop sooner because see how thick the top is versus that. Well, the point is you want to land in that diagonal corner from the top. I'm just doing the flight path bad. That's why I say I don't have the flight path down perfect yet. Oops. But the point from the flight path I'm doing, you can land down in that way. I just haven't mastered it yet. Using the high tops once he gets to the island and running in. Oh. That seems pretty tricky, yeah. I didn't think about trying that. Might be a little faster than the flapping animation that plays before it falls in. Wait, what do you mean? What flapping animation? Whoops. Dang it, I was reading and I messed up. What do you mean flapping animation? Yeah, you can't. Oh, and then you let go. Yeah, that's gonna break the... It seems like it breaks the ability to get into hot tubs, so I don't know how viable that's gonna be. The flapping TJ does for a couple seconds before he gives up and falls in the hole. Oh, you mean landing on the island and then jumping off. But yeah. It seems like it's hard to do that to get you. It's hard to get in there. Or you're saying he just walks in anyway. Because yeah, that part's tricky. Hey Gumi, what's up? He lands on the island and jumps in with the high tops. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. And then just walks in after that. I'll try that. Let's see. Oops. I'll try it. Because that would make sense. That would save a few seconds. So yeah, that's how you can get the sub 110 if you do it right. That's a good strat. Childhood, yeah. 112. Look at that. That is a better strat. Good job, Putz. Nice. Huh. I didn't even think about that. I don't know if Hoodie ever thought about that either. Now getting sub 110 though. Yeah, the flight path would have to be different because if you land up top, then you have to jump too far. So landing on the side, yeah, the flight path would definitely have to be different to get like sub 112. It's definitely doable then with that strat. I don't know why me and Hoodie didn't think to do that sooner. That makes so much sense. So the path has to be better. Let's see. Let's try that a few more times. Well, I don't know the timing for down and diagonal, so I couldn't be able to do that for you. Well, I guess I could just try it with the same timing that I have already. I'll try it with the same timing I do now and see what happens. I don't own Vector Man on Sega Genesis. Let's see though. I'll try the down and diagonal. My jump was still bad though, so that wasn't a good 112 with that run. But it was pretty good though. I saved almost a whole second. I don't know if sub 110 is possible though. That seems really hard. I hate these small presents. Well, see, yeah. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, that doesn't work. It takes you too far out of the way. So down and diagonal doesn't work. You have to be going diagonal first. Maybe I don't need to do diagonal as long. Maybe I go off of diagonal at like 51 instead of like 53. Or something like that. Oh, land generation was worth a shot. Yeah, it's worth a shot for sure. It's always good to try some strats. I just figured because the way the island sits, you have to fly diagonal first, but I can change the timing on how I fly diagonal to land on an island a little sooner. This was a bad time already. Well, maybe it's okay. But I definitely need to land on the island sooner. And not jump diagonally. Or maybe I fly a little longer. That way I start from farther back. I'll try both. I'll try one where I stop flying a little sooner. But I feel like, no, you know what? I have to fly a little longer. Because if I fly a little sooner, then I'm just going to jump and land on the other side of the island. I won't land in the hole. So I have to fly like another second longer. Oh, okay, so no, I need to land I still need to land there and then just jump straight down. Okay, so my flight path time needs to be the same. So that doesn't matter. Maybe I need to stop like... I need to start dropping a little sooner. I need to start dropping at like... maybe 59 seconds or something. Yeah, the little presents need to stop. They're so annoying. They're really hard to grab. That was almost a perfect elevator entrance there. Because if I jump from the... If I fly too short, though, I'm going to stay on land, and it's going to be too hard to jump, because I have to jump diagonal. I can try that. I'll try it after this. Ah, dang it. I've played around with flying half a second less diagonal though. Like I figured out this timing from playing around with it because I used to fly at like 51 diagonal and I would still be over the water or I'd be too far to the right. So I've played with those timings. I feel like for when I get there, around 53 is about where I need to be. I can stop like early 53, I think. Can you use items midair? You can, but it doesn't like instantly put you in that state. You'll get the wings, but you'll still fall in the water. Wait until a hoodie hears about this. He's probably gonna like play with that a lot now. Next time he can stream. I'm gonna have to message him and let him know what Put's found. And don't worry, if he doesn't find a record, or if he doesn't hit the record tonight, which he might, he seems like he's very skilled. If he doesn't hit the record, either way, I'm gonna submit my time and I'm gonna put that Put's found the strat. So he's gonna get the credit for it. So see, that's what happens if I land too low. So I gotta stop flying like a second sooner so I can land here. Nope, that still puts me there. So I need to be like here. Nope, that still puts me there too. So I need to land like here. Nope. So then that means I need to land here and run diagonal. Well, here and then land. Okay, so yeah, then I do need to stop flying it around like 51 and start falling at like 57 so I can run diagonal. Otherwise that jump's not gonna work. Maybe start from the top right corner of the island. Use the part that's next to the water to long jump into the hole. The one flower. I'm not sure what flower you're talking about. But yeah, you can't jump straight down. That's just not going to work. So I have to definitely jump diagonal, which is what I did on the 112. But that was more an accident because I just reacted at the last second. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to make that. I better go diagonal. But I thought it was a fluke. But no, that's the actual strat. Okay, so I need to stop like 51.50 and then run diagonal. Oops, that was bad. Oh, I was just too short. Okay. that's just gonna be like a 113 still. Dang it. There's a part of the top right of the island that pokes out a bit. Run into the bottom of it at an angle, so you long jump over the hole. Don't have to worry about jumping over that way. Yeah. Well, that was an accident. I didn't line that up on purpose. That's because I flew too short. But, yeah, I see the general area. I just have to break the habit. Like, I've got almost 100 attempts of an old habit that I have to break, so it won't be perfect right away. Might take a few days to get that down, because that's completely different timings. But I see it. I see what y'all mean. That my head's pounding. I can't really focus on it right now as well as I would like to. Okay, so I want to fall. Dang it. Alright, let me see what this flower y'all are talking about. This flower right here. It must be that flower right there. Treat it like getting my master's and I'll get it in no time. If I treat it like getting my master's, I'll get it in a year. I don't know if I saw the same flower you did. There was a bunch of them. I got in the elevator faster that time, at like 4.2. Middle at the top. I feel like jumping diagonal is gonna be better. Maybe. I don't know. Whoops. Dang it. The yellow one. Maybe diagonal is probably not the best, but I don't know. I jumped from all those distances and it seemed like just jumping straight up top, it didn't work. I got in the elevator faster that time. I got there at like 4.1. Okay, I need to not squander this one. Jumping diagonal is harder, but I feel like it might be the better strat. Jumping straight down is safer, but I feel like jumping diagonal is faster. Whoops. That was a bad street. Do I have an unfall? No. You only start with 4 high tops, and then the only present you grab is the Icarus wings. Oh, 111. Holy crap. No way. I don't think you can get sub 110. Not easily. You gotta have like a godlike run for that. Jeez Louise. Maybe you can though. I was pretty sloppy on the jump. So this time can be beaten. Like if I would have had a big present and didn't mess up the jump, this could have been close to a 110. And when I landed on the island, I kind of landed up backwards. So you know what? Maybe sub 110 is possible. Maybe sub 110 is possible. I just had some bad execution this time, so it might be. I might be. I won't rule it out yet. I didn't optimize it, but we're getting closer. Let's try a couple more times, but then I'm definitely gonna go to bed or try to sleep again because my head is pounding. Like doing all this is making my head hurt worse. But it's fascinating. Yeah, I zigzagged a little bit because the jump off the road was bad. There's a lot of things I can fix, so it's possible sub 110 is a thing. Wait till Hoodie sees this. I want to see what he can do with it, cause he's really good. Hoodie's really good. Like, out of all the people who run ToeJam, I'm the weakest. So I want to see somebody who's actually got real skill. I want to see what they can do. Dang, devil! Don't get in my way. Okay, I got an elevator a little later that time. The high tops. Who knew? Who knew? Why did we never think about that? Now I'm going to be kicking myself in the butt. Because me and Hoodie were thinking about like how we could make this run faster. Why did we never think about that? Ugh. Stupid tiny president. Nope, that wasn't it. But you know what? That actually might be good. As long as you're not too high. That's a bad run anyway. As long as you're not too high, that might actually save me instead of trying to turn back and find a better spot to land. If you can RNG the boxes at the start to see what the box of wings... You can't get Icarus wings on the first floor. That's impossible. And fix world is, we run it this way because that present's gonna be Icarus wings 100%. So fix world, the presents in their location will never change what they are. The only thing that'll change is the wrapping on them. So unless I'm missing your point, then you can't do anything on the first stage. I don't know if you can RNG manipulate what the wrapping is going to be. Because there's 16 presents in the game, and you're only going to see 2 before you get into the elevator. But even if the first 2 boxes are tiny, there's still a bunch of other small presents. There's only 4 big box presents, and so you still have 2 more smaller box presents that you can find. Well, there's only 2 super tinies, but I don't think that matters too much. Maybe it does, but I don't want to reset just to wait for both of those to be tiny boxes. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I landed too late. I need to start falling at like the 57.5. I guess you do see 4 of them. So there's the 2 tinies. So I won't have super tinies. But I don't want to reset for that. That seems too tedious for me. I mean, someone who really wants to grind out the record to be perfect, yeah, that's definitely the strat, but I'm too lazy. I would rather just get good at snagging the tiny presents. No, you're totally fine, Cryptic. That's fine. We're just bouncing ideas off each other. I'm just too lazy to follow some ideas, which is why I won't hold this record forever. Somebody will beat it because somebody will put in the time for it that I won't. Ugh. Okay. So I need to fall like right at 58. So yeah, you're not at fault. It's me being lazy. So don't think I don't appreciate the help. I do. I'm just lazy. I don't want to min-max that much. If I min-max this too much and I try to get that super technical, I'll lose the joy of it. Like, it's nice having the world record, but I also want to do it in a way that's fun. If the way that I do is fun doesn't give me the record, then I'm okay with that. Which is why I probably won't go for the fixed world record, because I feel like it's just not fun for me. Whoops. So I keep landing too late. What did I need to fall at? Maybe fall at 50. Like, I need to fall like just barely after 52. It definitely sucks you in. I said, like, see, this is why I said it was gonna happen. I said, like, oh, I'm just gonna do a few attempts an hour ago, and here we are an hour later, and I'm still doing it. It gets you wrapped up real quick, pretty easy, because it's really fun. Oh, dang it. See, that's what happens whenever you use a present midair. So you'll see me at AGDQ doing a hot tub run. Yeah, they'll have me on stage for all 3 minutes to do 2 hot tub runs. And then boot me off the couch. That'd be terrible. That'd be the best 3 minutes of AGDQ. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, exactly. It'll take them 20 minutes to set it all up, and then, alright, I'm done. Bye. I mean, they probably just slot me in the Sega block or something. I'll become like Witwix and blow up, have 9,000 viewers. That'd be crazy. There's an elevator ride, so there's even time for donations. We got time for 1 donation. Make it quick. No! 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 Oh, that was 110 right there. No. Oh my gosh. Hey Vazin, how you doing? That was 110. Did y'all see that? Oh my gosh. That sucks. He wouldn't walk into the dadgum tub. And that happens sometimes. He just won't go in sometimes. And I don't know why. He just won't. That was a little too late. Hey Freyon, unlocking all the colors for Guile. Ugh. Yeah, that's too late. Are you gonna switch to maining Guile now? Or are you just unlocking the colors just to have them? He used to play Honda in 4, so Guile's the closest to that. That makes sense. I wonder when they're gonna put Honda in. Oh gosh, how did I mess that up? I'd love it if I can get like 1 minute 10 and 110 attempts, or under 110 attempts. Not gonna be that one. Oops. I had it and I messed it up. Need to try and fall pre 41 seconds. Yeah, well, I think you can probably do it in like 40 seconds. I could probably maybe save like a second at best here. This was a bad run path here. I felt like a second too late. But I don't think I can save too much time there. The flight path is the spot that's gonna make or break it the most. I just gotta trust the hardest part is the landing right now. I think I've got this part well. It's just sticking the landing. I have to trust it, and it's not enough. That That wasn't good at all. Yeah, that wasn't good at all. Ow. Bang my hand on the desk. So that was a little too short. The other times I do it too long. Man, I gotta time it like right in between there. That devil, I thought he was gonna get in my way, so I overreacted. Try speed running to the end of the bounce when you land and see if you can gain any time there. I feel like the speed run's so short that it would be a waste of a run to stop at the bounce and then reset. I messed up the entry there. I mean, I can definitely save same time. That's what I was saying. I could probably save maybe a second at most. But most of the time it's going to be wasted on the flight path and the wing transition. So I can maybe save a second, which is good. Which is probably how I get the sub 110. This road has to be perfect. But this is around like that right there was pretty spot on. So I don't think there's a whole lot dang it. I don't think there's a whole lot much more I can do better. That was alright. I mean, somebody will have the God run where they'll fall at like 40.05. But that means this entry to the elevator will be absolutely perfect. The road will be absolutely perfect. They'll probably get a big present. That's gonna be really slow. And then they'll jump off at like 31.5. But even with all my mess ups, even when I do well, it's still pretty consistent. So I could probably only save like maybe half a second to a second if I do it perfect. But I don't want to waste a potentially good run with a flight path. Oh man, what? Do I need to fall closer to 58 again? Maybe my transitions are bad. Well, right, but at the same time, like I said, if I get super duper mega optimizy like that and just sit here speed running forever trying to save time, like half a second on a road, I'm gonna get bored with it and it's not gonna be fun and I won't want to do it. I would rather optimize my time with a good flight path that I know is bad rather than trying to optimize something that I do pretty well already. And then I can go back and tweak those other things later. It's like the flight path has to be perfect regardless of the road. I think it might be more consistent to flap slower and count the button presses. You fly faster if you flap faster. So if I count flaps, I can count fast flaps, I guess. But that could be a little bit inconsistent. If I count slow flaps, it's gonna go too slow. So maybe I want to fall closer to 58 then. Do something like that. was a little slow. My flight path was bad. See, that's why I say I would rather practice the flight path, because the flight path is bad. One thing I'm curious about is where the best spot on the road to stand without triggering the land generation. Oops. Oh, that was so bad. I wanted to check. It might be worth, when I first am floating over the land, as long as I'm not too high, to trigger the shoes early and just cut off the slow fall animation a little bit. Because my landing is really bad. If I hit 110 though, I'll be fine. I don't care what 110 it is. So, yeah, I fall faster, but if you fall from too high, you'll booty bounce. So I don't know the exact height, so I'd have to play around with that. Maybe the longer presents are better than the fat squares. Oh, I tied it exactly. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. I had the 110 earlier and he didn't go in. ToeJam, why you gotta do this to me? And then make me tie my time? So being lower on the road is probably better than higher, but you have to find that sweet spot for not the land generation. I would have to alter my muscle memory for the jump, have a long present to fall, be better on the wing transition, and then get that flight path perfect. That flight path was pretty good, definitely not perfect. Dang it, generated the land. I wanted to give it a shot to see. Flying down a diagonal would make the landing a lot easier, but it's slower. It puts you in a bad spot. I don't think it matters though. If the point is to land in the same spot, if you're flying down a diagonal or down, then it's probably more just up to personal comfort at that point, because you're getting to the exact same distance in the exact same squares. So I don't think it's faster. And for me, it doesn't feel easier. It feels harder for me. But that's because I'm used to flying down from the top now. I don't know. Because if it's all about landing on that corner the fastest, then it doesn't really matter. If you're taking the same diagonals and the same downs, it's better to go diagonal, right? You know? But if you drift down in the perfect spot anyway, then it doesn't matter. if you have a longer area or not. You're still landing in the same spot. Dang it. You can fly above the hole and put your boots on, but you're still gonna glitch out. I've tried that before. Oops. Yeah, I definitely tried that one. And you just glitch and then he gets stuck like teetering like he's over the edge, but he's just over the hole. At least that's what it did for me when I kept trying it. Oops. That was a bad road. This is gonna be a bad time, I can already tell you. Ugh. Okay, so look, let's see. So see, it's faster to fly diagonal because of the distance away. If you fly down and then diagonal, it's either going to take the same time or it's going to take longer because you're going to be further to the right. So it's going to take too much time. Flying diagonal first is going to be faster, in my opinion, based on what I see on the map. Yeah, I thought it would drop me straight down too, because I tried that before I got the 113. Back when my time was like a 117, I was like, oh, I should just try to drop straight in. And it glitched out. Exactly, Jukes. We can't do a straight line, but I feel like that line is straighter than going down and then diagonal, because it puts you too far to the right. And so maybe the landing is better, but I feel like it would take more time. That was bad. Oh, he didn't do it again. Oh, that would have been a faster 111. I need to land better. If that's a good kind of safety strat to like pop the wings if you see you're gonna fly too far, but you definitely want to just kind of land on the land without having to pop the shoes first. I feel like that could be wrong, but no, you can enter the tub whenever you want. It's just sometimes the input bugs out. It doesn't matter what time it is. Like that'll happen even if you're on a 120. It'll happen if you're 40 minutes into a run and you go to level 0 just for kicks. I generated land, that's bad. It's just a weird input. Sometimes it just won't go in. I saw it. Well, if you're already drift falling anyway, and you land your drift perfectly on the land, then whenever you pop your shoes, you'll already be down. You won't have the milliseconds wasted of falling for that short amount of time. That's why I say the flight path is the hardest part, because it has to be like perfect. The person who can land that flight path perfect will have a record that can never be beaten, considering everything else is good naturally. Do you fall down as fast as you can fly? I think the speed's a little bit lower, but I mean you're falling down anyway. So the point is to fall down like at a spot to where you land exactly on the ground, like perfectly. So there is no extra hangover. So since you'd be falling anyway, like there, it was a bad flight. I should have stopped flapping like one flap sooner, and then maybe I would have saved time. Oh, again, it did it again. Dang it. Alright, I'm just gonna give it one more try, or one or two more tries, and then I'll be done. I'm okay with the 111 for now. My head really, really hurts. Is it's taking like way too much focus than I can give it right now. Oh goodness, stupid devil. Oops, that was a bad road. So I fell late there. I wasted about half a second. Also too, if you notice, sometimes his wings will flap faster than other times, even if you are mashing, no matter how you're mashing. So I think some of that is kind of some RNG. Oh man, that's bad. Yeah, I'm not doing that one. I should have already been falling. Yes, even if you mash like that, some runs he'll flap faster than others. So I don't know if that necessarily affects the speed, but whatever. You fell and had no problem, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was just me then. Yeah, because I tried that same thing and it glitched out. It was weird. So I don't know. What? Oh gosh. I didn't think I had it equipped because in my eyes the cursor was still on the high tops. I'll try that one more time, I guess. We'll see if it doesn't glitch out this time, which it probably won't. That was a really slow. I'm gonna redo that. That was really slow. Hey Glenn, how you doing? That's better. I'm not trying to prove a point. It happened on stream, so I don't need to prove anything. It just sucks that it happened then. So I didn't try it anymore, but yeah, I'll try it again. Old strat hype. Oops. Dang it. How am I doing? I'm feeling terrible, but that's okay. It's good to see you though. Oops. Oh my gosh, I just can't do it anymore. Oh, my head hurts so much. Being an addict. I'm just trying to try the stretch y'all keep suggesting to me. Okay, what's the timings? 53? What was the old timings? Oh crap. Yeah, 53. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Stop screwing up the road, dude. Don't fall in the water. Well, I won't this time. I'm gonna try the putting on the shoes in the midair thing again. If that doesn't glitch out, that might actually be faster. But I don't know. It's possible though. And then you don't have to do the slow fall down. You just fly as fast as you can and get over the air. So it cuts out the whole landing thing in general. Oh no, this devil's gonna wreck my day. So that was half a second because I was off the road. I don't know. Maybe the Genesis was just grumpy that day. Yeah, it works. I don't know. Genesis was just grumpy that day. But it seems slower though. It definitely seems slower. Because you have to fly longer. You have to fly a couple seconds longer. Whereas the other way you do the jump sooner. Oops. Still beat my old record, I did. I still got a 112 like instantly. So lame. So it's faster than the old strat, but it's not the strat. Who knows, it might be. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm gonna give this one more time. And regardless of how it goes, I have to stop streaming. Because maybe it is faster and I just can't execute well right now. Yeah, I usually in about another half an hour or so anyway, typically, Glenn. But I was gonna end an hour and a half ago because I have a pounding headache. But then I started doing these, and Putz found a new strat that I wanted to check. And turns out it's actually really well done. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop it on this one. It's fine. I'll try it again once I can be more fresh and all that. Because that was really bad. See, it was the same strat, but one bad flight path and falling in the water costs you exactly 2 seconds. It's ridiculous. But that's okay. So we got a 111. I will submit that sometime this weekend. Putz might get it figured out and submit a 110. He definitely seems tenacious enough, and he might take it. So good luck to him. This game is kind of specially offensive to the eyes. This Psychonauts is the same way. Well, Psychonauts gives me bad motion sickness. I don't think this is anywhere as bad as Psychonauts. So we'll have to agree to disagree on that one. But yeah, I'm satisfied. I beat my old Funklore percentage record. I encourage y'all to go beat it. It's a very beatable time. It's only like 53 minutes and some odd seconds. This time is beatable. I almost had a 110. So you could probably get close to a 109. I don't honestly think... I don't know. With this strat, it won't get lower than a 109. The old strat we were using can't get under a 112. There might be another strat to get it closer to a 105. Who knows? But that's going to be it for me. I feel really rough right now. So I'm going to attempt to try to sleep again. And see if that helps. I'm going to host someone. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably be playing Enter the Gungeon. Because I'm assuming my headache's going to be better. And I'll start it tomorrow since I was going to start it today. I am going to host Gargrimer. Just got an RNG promos all on the first level and boom, sub 20. Exactly. I'm gonna host Garg. He's hitting up some Japanese games. Yeah. Looks like some Super Robo. So I'm gonna host him. Thank you everyone for coming out and kicking it with me. I will be back tomorrow. If you like what you see, all that stuff, you can feel free to hit the follow button below. You can follow my Twitter, all that stuff. Starting tomorrow and then all through May, once a day in the morning. Dark Souls will be uploading on my YouTube, which the link is down below. All these ToeJam and runs and stuff will go up on the afternoon. And then next week, I start Digimon Cyber Sleuth. So, yeah, that's what that is gonna be. I am out of here. Thank you all for always coming in, hanging out, watching. Even when I'm not at my best like today, I still greatly appreciate it. So everyone have a good day or good night, whatever time zone it is for you. And I will see y'all later.